5 adult attachment styles that are self-destructive. The theory of attachment that was developed by psychologists Mary Ainsworth and John Bowlby identified 2 dimensions of attachment that are continuous and that run from low to high. One of these dimensions, attachment anxiety, reflects the degree by which you think that people in your life, such as friends, family, siblings, and romantic partners and coworkers, care for you and are prepared to respond to your needs and support you. If your level of attachment anxiety is high, you will spend a lot of time worrying about what people think about you, and you may also doubt that people care about you unless you are always being reminded that they do. If you have low attachment anxiety, the opposite is the case. You won't waste much time worrying what others think of you. You also won't be worried if people don't like you. The opinion people have of you doesn't make or break you. The second dimension we are going to talk about is called attachment avoidance. This reflects how much you have to depend on others in order to feel good about yourself. If your level of attachment avoidance is high, you don't like to get close to or depend on others. If on the other hand your attachment avoidance is low, you seek and crave closeness with others, your sense of well-being stemming primarily from your social relationships. The majority of adults are neither high nor low in attachment avoidance and anxiety, falling somewhere in between. When a person falls in the middle of the continuum, they are seen as being securely attached. Everyone else who doesn't fall exactly in the middle therefore has some degree of attachment, insecurity, or maladaptive. Theorists in attachment have recognized 3 different styles of maladaptive attachment: fearful avoidant, anxious preoccupied, and dismissive avoidant. These styles are characterized by high anxiety and avoidance, high anxiety and low avoidance, and low anxiety and high avoidance. But these 3 classifications clearly leave out a style of attachment found in adults which is the combination of low attachment avoidance and low attachment anxiety. In youngsters, this combination is the hallmark to secure attachment. In adults, however, it's maladaptive. Low attachment avoidance and low attachment anxiety in adults will be referred to as immature attachment, meaning that we have a total of 5 adult attachment styles. Here are the 5 adult attachment styles that are self-destructive. Before we get to any of these, please make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified every single time we post a new video, since that's by far the best way to support the channel. Now that that's out of the way, let's roll the tape. Number 1. Secure attachment. If you are securely attached, you are neither low nor high in the attachment avoidance and attachment anxiety, falling somewhere right in the middle. As a person with moderate attachment anxiety, you are quite confident in the fact that the people around you that are close to you care about you, and that they will be there for you if necessary. You don't worry too much about if those close to you care about you, but you do worry if you find out that people you feel close to don't share your feelings. As your attachment avoidance is moderate, you don't have a problem depending on or trusting the people you are close to and are comfortable getting close to others. Your whole life, however, certainly does not revolve around others. Your happiness doesn't depend on your social relationships, and you are quite happy to be alone from time to time. Number 2. Dismissive avoidant attachment. This type of attachment, known as dismissive for short, is high in attachment avoidance and low in attachment anxiety. Past experiences may have led to the deactivation of the attachment system. These people couldn't give a damn about whether others genuinely care about them as people, but they may worry what others think of them when engaged in a particular pursuit. The origin of high attachment in dismissive people originates from their portrayal of closeness and true intimacy as a mirage. They will regard what other people deem to be intimate relationships as practical arrangements, in which codependent and insecure people get their need for being validated met. They prefer to be on their own and have control over how they spend their time, showing no apparent need for intimacy or closeness. This type of person very rarely forms a romantic relationship that is long-lasting, due to their compulsive self-reliance. Social relationships of this group tend to be short-lived and superficial. However, they rarely feel any distress as a result of their lack of intimacy and closeness. They spend very little time worrying about whether people in their lives will be there for them if necessary or care for them. Number 3. Fearful avoidant attachment. This set of people is known as avoidant for short, these people being high in both attachment avoidance and anxiety. They worry incessantly about whether people close to them feel due to their high attachment anxiety. This can be seen as a result of their uncertainty about whether they are fit to be in a relationship or are worthy of being loved. However, unlike people that fall into the dismissive avoidant category, they have not experienced trauma that has led to the shutdown of their attachment system. These people long for closeness and intimacy deep down, but as their internal working models see intimate relationships as scary and risky, they find it difficult to form them. In their internal working model, relationships lead to emotional suffering and rejection. As a result of this, they tend to deny or suppress their need for intimacy, pushing away people who try to get close to them for fear of the discomfort it will bring. Number 4. Anxious preoccupied attachment. If you have a dependent or anxious preoccupied attachment style, you have low attachment avoidance and high attachment anxiety. Due to your high attachment anxiety, you will always worry about whether people have your best interests in mind and whether people close to you share your feelings. However, due to your low attachment avoidance, you don't push the thought of close and intimate relationships away. In contrast, you yearn for affection and ache for approval and the responsiveness that your former partners or caregivers provide you with. This can be compared to your attachment system being on Adderall. You are desperate for validation and affection, and if someone who doesn't normally pay you affection tosses a few crumbs of affection in your direction, you will experience a powerful high. Deep down, you are crying out to be validated, and the closeness that you used to experience either with former partners or with your parents desperately cries out, being painful reenactments of your past. Number 5. Immature attachment. This set of people are low in both attachment avoidance and attachment anxiety, this being the perfect combination in young children who should always feel close and comfortable to their caregivers. Children shouldn't have doubts or trust issues about whether or not their caregivers will keep them safe and love them. However, when this same behavior is seen in adults, it is seen as representative of insecure attachment. As an immaturely attached adult, you will crave feeling close to others and will have problems making independent adult decisions without first asking those close to you. As you have low attachment anxiety, you don't have a problem accepting that the people in your life care for you and will be there for you if needed. But in the case of immature attachment, this is a one-way street. Your style of interaction is like that of a child, as no one who knows you well expects you to look out for them or look after their needs. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every single time we post a new video, since that's by far the best way to support the channel. See you in the next one.